Hello again and welcome to another edition of Radiant's Dice. This is The Walking Dead All Out War again, and we are now on chapter 1.5.5.
1.75.
No, 1.5.5.
Oh, okay, the second part of...
It's another... Yeah, it's more how to.
So, 1.52.
1.5252. It's the next instalment.
Right,
yeah.
we'll start over. Right, so, welcome.
Yeah, we've got Alan with us as always,
Hello.
and now we have Vicky with us today. There's Vicky. She does game with us quite a lot, but not in the videos because we tend to do board games and things like that. They tend to take several hours, so it's something we don't film. Today we are learning The Walking Dead again, which is why it's part of 1.5.7. I digress again. Today we have split it into two groups.
Yep.
One is Shane, Laurie and Carl.
Some absolutely detestable people.
Indeed, some of the worst of humanity, and
Yeah.
Carl, who's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Carl. And then on the other side of that we have Dale, Andrea and Amy. So it's basically how these two groups meet up. It's just a standard who collects the most loot.
Yep.
The only rule is that they aren't allowed to shoot one another. Even though they are playing against each other in terms of collecting the loot, they are playing together in terms of survival. So you don't have to.
I was going to say, we're not going to explicitly try and
save one another.
Yeah.
You're just not allowed to shoot each other.
Oh, okay.
Because at this stage in it, they're both two good groups. Shane isn't an evil psychopath. Spoiler! I've got to stop saying spoiler after I've spoiled it.
I'm worried about sort of my psychology and how I see friendship. It's like, we're supposed to help each other, but not too much, right?
Yeah.
That good friends.
Yeah.
Just don't shoot each other. Let them die. But...
Exactly. So normally what we would do is we'd roll off using this die to see who gets initiative. Because Alan's played it before and has difficulty remembering things, and because Vicky hasn't played before,
But
Alan's
is incredibly good at absorbing rules.
absolutely. Alan is going to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to work in a more narratory role, but I'm also going to be helping Vicky out somewhat, certainly in the starting turns. As always, if you're playing along at home, which I know you are, set your threatometer to 1. So we're going to start off with the setup first, and they're coming on within 3 inches on the corner edge.
Yep.
So Alan's going to set his first model up.
Yeah, I'm going to start off Shane. He's going to be leading his current wife and adopted son, Laurie and Carl, out.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then in the opposite corner, Vicky will place her first model, which goes down yon dizzle.
Okay, I'm going to place Dale first.
Nice. Dale. So Dale's the leader for your team, and Shane's the leader for Albert's team.
Yeah.
That was my hand. It got in the way of the camera. That wasn't a special effect.
Right, next one. I'm not going to measure because it's going to be Laurie, and she's coming in here, which is quite clearly within the 3 because he's at 3.
I get that. I get
I
that.
can go through the motions if you prefer. There.
I'm fine.
Good.
We'll go with Andrea next.
I think my pedantic nature with measurements has already been established. We don't we don't really need to bang that drum.
The pedantry drum.
Is that allowed?
It's not allowed. Don't do that. Right, and the final one is
Your
Carl.
last one would be Carl.
He's coming in behind his new stepdad.
Yeah, my daddy.
Come on, Daddy.
I
And
choose Carl
Thank-
over Laurie though.
now the
Can I
last
call
one for
him
yourself
Dad?
is Amy.
Right.
Now, I believe, unless I've read this wrong, which I haven't, Andrea has a special rule that pertains to Amy.
She always whinges, doesn't she? Like, weird,
Amy
angry
plays
cry
Andrea's
face
Yeah.
around her.
Andrea from the comics is cool.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Andrea TV show is a horrible human being who needs to be bleached out of existence.
She's got questionable judgment.
Yes, she does. But a lot of the stuff that happens with Michonne and Rick in the TV series and their friendship and things like that is passed over, is from Andrea's storyline.
Ah, right. Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
Andrea's my hero in the comics.
Nice.
She was still alive up until recently. Spoiler.
God. Right, so what was Andrew's special?
So, Dave's is that if Amy is within Andrew's kill zone, any creature nerve is 1 level higher than usual. And within 1 red dice. Do you have
Yep.
dice?
Okay.
So she needs to try and keep her where possible within that kill zone. So bearing in mind,
So we're going to put it
I'm going to set Amy up.
And that is because Amy's nerve, which is on the card here, is low.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to get into that now or later?
I shall. I mean, we've already done a previous one where we covered the
meant
anatomy
for-
of a card, but as that's exactly what I was about to explain. I apologise, he's new to videos. Yes, so,
We'll cut this.
yeah, we'll cut this. It's fine. So when a character's nerve exceeds the threat tracker, so at the moment, as you can see, it's on all quiet, so nobody's freaking out.
Yeah.
Once it gets to medium, anybody who has a low nerve will start to have to take panic checks. Once anybody with a medium, once it gets to high threat, so it's always the threat above them. And if somebody's got high threat, they're never running.
Yeah. One of the things we've not mentioned is if it hits 18, which is the top threat, that's game over.
Okay.
It means that basically we've just gone into pure
Meltdown.
catatonic panic.
Indeed. Oddly, the game we played the last time with
yeah.
Harley, the threat tracker stayed really low, but
Yeah.
the threat on the board was
was like
really, really high.
Dozens of walkers around us at any one time. I think at one point we had a roll where there was 10 red dice
Yes.
against my 2.
Which is almost 15 is the most it can be attacked by at one time. So, right, it would be, now we take it in turns. Alan will move his first character, you will move your first character. Once everybody's been, it will go to something called the event phase, and I'll deal with all of that, and I'll just explain what I'm doing.
Is the idea to get to the loot?
Yes, and it costs an action to integrate. It's an action point to pick up the loot. You can't pick up loot if a walker is touching the bit of scenery that it is in. So, like William Hartnell here is guarding this box. You can't pick up the loot until you deal with William Hartnell, which usually you kill him and he regenerates into Troutman.
Yes.
Or he nearly dies on set because of the many, many illnesses and old peoplenesses. that
The
he
set,
actually
the
has.
set falling on him.
Yeah.
So you did say how many actions do you get each?
2 actions. So Alan's going to demonstrate how your first turn may look for your
Yes.
first character.
So what I could potentially do is obviously move one of my characters out and start trying to engage with the scenery. What I am going to do, however, is have Shane, because he's a bit of a brute and a bit of a... There's a number of profanities I want to use here, but basically he's going to just shoot that walker.
Okay.
He's going to at least attempt to shoot that walker straight in the back of the head.
It's a bold move, but
It is.
he's probably got a reason behind it, which will undoubtedly fail.
I must
and
admit,
you'll win your first game.
Yeah, my strategy is more around character rather than actual strategy.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Shane shoot that walker.
Yep.
Shane's shot is 1 white, 1 red. Plus with his gun, he gets an additional white. So that's 2 white and a red.
And a walker always defends with 1 red.
Yeah. Bad.
So that was a 2,
Yes.
but no headshot. And for my bad self, I defended it successfully with a 2. So that walker's fine. Now, the threat tracker would instantly go up to 2.
And also, we get
Any walkers within a 10-inch range will move 6 inches towards the sound of the gunshot.
mayhem. Yes. So absolutely, all walkers will immediately move in.
Which I
So
believe
him,
it's just the 3, isn't it?
him.
Willie, is that a full 6?
Oh no, actually no. He's 1 inch off.
So he's going to be in when the kill zone measurement occurs.
And is that one?
It's just
base
out.
to
I
The front,
believe.
you want to
It goes
Is it
front
base
to front.
base?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just. So he moves to there.
What about hospital scrubs?
Oh, well far out.
yeah.
Oh, fair play, fair play. So, he's now in base contact with a walker, so he can't do anything else.
Yeah.
So he's basically ended that guy's movement. So you would choose your first model.
Okay.
If you want to sneak them, that's up to 4 inches. It won't incur any sort of dastardliness unless you get within a person's kill zone. And even that won't be until the event phase. So treat yourself.
We are going to sneak Andrea
Yep,
by 4 inches
yep, yep.
along. Yeah. So that will be
Yes, so you just move up to that
to the
point.
front, or is it to the back?
Yeah, so it's
So wherever you measured from originally would be equal at the other end.
yeah. So that's perfect. Now there's a number of actions she can do. She could try and lower the threat level to take it back to 1. And to do that, you would roll one of the black action dice and try and get a shield. She can make noise, which would lure this walker across. She could shoot a gun, which would lure all walkers within 10 inches across. She could just pass and do nothing else. If you've got equipment, you can pass equipment to other people within your kill zone as an action, and you can do any 2 actions. You can't do 2 walks or 2 shots.
You can
unless,
do 1 walk and 1.
Yeah, so you could like walk and shoot, or you could shoot and walk, or you could pick up a bit of like loot and then shoot. Or
Is there any downside to rolling the black dice?
no, none whatsoever.
Penalty if I don't get shield.
No, that's the thing. It's one of those things that it's always best to do.
Yeah.
Because it can get away from you quite
Forgetting
quickly.
to as well.
You forget to. I choose not to because it benefits me.
Okay.
So you'd roll that. Shield, good. Anything else, indifferent.
Yeah.
It's a shield. So the threatometer comes down to 1. See, Alan's, for all his kickoffs, he has his own little threatometer now in front of him.
I like to make sure that you're telling the truth. I want to track it alongside
I always
everything.
do, at least in this.
Yes.
So now it would be your next action, Albert.
Yep, I'm gonna sneak Laurie. Okay.
Now it's worth noting that Alan really hates Laurie, possibly more so than he hates Rick. So there's a good chance he'll just feed her to things like he was doing with Dwayne.
Well, you say that, but Dwayne survived.
Yeah, he did, to be fair, but
Kept
Laurie
using him
did-
as bait.
I would do that card. You don't like
Dwayne at least had a shovel.
Yeah. Laurie has nothing. She has no weapons. But hopefully she's gonna find something.
Yeah, are you going to do
Soup.
anything else with it, or is that...
No.
Cool, so then
I can make her make a noise.
Yes.
But no.
Will you, just while you're deciding what you want to do, will you pass me over Dale's gun? I just need to check. Because I've never used the rifle, so I just need to check there.
Are you checking for like reloading and stuff?
So it's just got reliable and rifle. I'm going to check this out. Because I could just be filling you full of the poopy.
Lying to you.
So reliable is reroll any ammo roll, and rifle is when performing a ranged attack with a rifle, you can use 2 actions instead of 1, and it adds bonuses to the shot. So it's pretty cool.
How long is the range?
It'll tell you on the gun itself, up near the top, just under the actual listing.
Range weapon 10 inch.
A juicy 10-incher.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, well, as little sister kind of needs to stick with big sister, otherwise she's going to die. We're going to sneak her up.
She's not gonna just die.
No, she will. She'll just instantly collapse. Like, woe is me.
Because she's really useless by the looks of it. We'll go there.
Okay. Right.
She did straight.
Now, what I want to do for my next and final move is...
You probably can't. But go on.
Well, that's what I want to check with you. So, there's bonuses when you've got 2 humans.
Bonus. Yeah, there is.
There's bonuses when you've got 2 humans in base contact for when the melee starts.
Yeah.
Can I just leave Carl where he is in base contact with Shane to help him out?
No, he has
when-
to be in base contact with the thing he's fighting.
Ah, right. So can I move him round to this side?
Of course you can. Carl
From
sneak.
behind.
Carl hitting it from behind. That's how Carl likes to do it.
It's a walker.
It's still unfair.
Are you one of these
I absolutely love
walker
that.
rights activists?
I'm absolutely loving that. You're just like, no, that's not fair. It's like 2 people on 1 walker. That's brutal.
It's like, walkers used to be people too.
That's true.
That's right, that's what they tell you.
Anyway, it is on to your movement now, because now Carl's in base combat, base contact, and in combat. He can't diddle the fiddle.
The walkers, they move towards
Noise.
noise. So they go towards the person who's done the noise or the new person.
They
The
will-
person who's done the noise. So the source of the noise.
But if they were, for instance, like if you shot her over here and Andrea was still stood there, if she came into base contact with Andrea, she'd fight Andrea. She wouldn't like go, there's some noise over there, I'm going to leave this big giant snack.
Yeah, they move towards the source of the noise, but if there is another person en route to that
They'll have a
source,
nibble.
they're not going to just
They're
walk
not-
past
yeah.
them, they'll just...
So like if you shot Hartnell, for instance, and didn't kill him, everything would just move towards him.
And can you shoot? I'm assuming you can't shoot through an object. You have to kind of be aiming.
They just get bonuses, so they'd get an extra dice of defense.
Right. Okay.
One redsy, I believe.
Hooray.
A redsy.
Okay.
This is where I look at it. No, that's completely wrong. I made that up.
I'm going to make it
No,
interesting, so
that-
I'm going to get Dale to shoot.
Go for it.
Nice.
Guy here now. It's
Is he using both actions?
Yes.
Right, now, because he's a marksman, I believe he's a marksman, it should say on his card,
At the top.
he would get an extra white dice when he's shooting on top of his normal shot and whatever the gun gives.
So Ronaldo adds 2 to range attack rolls. So
Yes.
2 red, a white, and
An extra white.
an extra white.
Yeah.
So that's 2 white, 2 red.
Yes, so who are you shooting at?
We are shooting in
yeah.
within 10 inches.
Toby.
And obviously it is in 10 inches.
Yes,
It absolutely
perfect. So I would get 1 defense, because that wall is barely negligible. Barely negligee.
Oh. No kill. But
No
it's
kill.
A win.
So you won that
I'd
one.
say it's a win. But it
Yeah.
wasn't.
So it's a knocked down. That walker is down, so for the purposes of interacting with this, you're more than welcome.
So yeah, we'll say that you shot him in the leg, so he's dropped to the floor.
But first things first.
When you get that, it's a headshot, so it means it's killed it.
Right. And how would I have killed him in one go? How many dice did I do? How many points did I do?
You just won.
need more.
They only have 1 wound.
Yeah, you need more than whatever they roll, plus an exclamation mark.
So, we did a shot.
Yes.
We're back up to 2 on the threat tracker. We now measure a 10-incher. So Hartnell would.
He would shamble round to the wall.
So he'd go round and he'd hit the wall.
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
No.
She is.
She would shambles up until there. So she's probably going to end up fighting Andrea. That's the only one you might need to check. Justin. So he would shambles to the full. So just to there. Right, so everyone in your team has been.
Yep.
Everyone in your team has been.
Yep.
Is there any combat afoot?
Oh, yes,
So
absolutely.
if there's combat at the start of the event phase, the threatometer, boom, patent pending,
Put mine up as well.
goes up.
2-2.
We're on 3. It went up before because
What?
she shot a gun.
Of course.
Kids today. Next thing we would do is we would check
Yeah. Kill zones.
kill zones. So, this walker, she's called Betty. She used to work at the diner.
Kill zones from the walker. I always do it from the person, and if any walkers are within
It's
that.
much of a muchness.
It is much of a muchness. I'm just saying how each of us approach. the
So,
same
he
task.
would only be able to do it if his 6 inches would get him around. Tape measure me off my findings. And
What is that?
2 inches. Yes, my apologies. 1 inch. Yeah, Dale's about to go down as it
Not
will.
necessarily.
No, that's the joys of the Walking Dead.
Can I have a kill zone, please?
Check the kill zones, my little.
Yeah. Well, I absolutely.
Do they not move that?
No, they'll only move. It's the one thing I don't like about this is that they only move if you pull a card that says so, or they're within a kill zone. So a lot of the time,
Didn't measure that properly.
buttery fish.
Okay.
So now we would draw an event card, which I have done during the interim. Bosh! Just the people at home shooting at shadows. +1 threat level. Instantly we're in the low threat. The threatometer is kicked up a notch.
Does go up shockingly fast.
All threat levels, all survivors with a nerve value lower than the current threat must shoot at the closest enemy model if they have a ranged weapon. Start with the player with initiative and alternate, choosing a model and resolving the shoot. Each time a shot is resolved, 1 white amount of walkers enters play. If an eligible survivor has no functioning range weapon, it must run exactly as if it had rolled a panic on the panic die. So, is anybody's threat level lower than low? It can't be.
No.
So everyone moves on with their life.
Okay.
So now we'd go straight away to combat. Whoever has initiative gets to choose the order of the combats.
Okay.
So, what would happen is, Alan's combats, where it was 2-on-1, because another walker got into the action, they would separate into 2 separate combats now, because you always have to break them off into as many as you can. And people only fight once, unless, like Michonne, you have a skill that says otherwise.
So my plan has kind of fallen.
Yeah, so we have 2 combats over here, we have 3 combats over there. Which order would you like to do them in?
Let's start with Laurie.
Perfect. So,
She's got 1 red for melee.
and that's it. And I have 1 red, because I'm a walker slash zombie slash...
She got 2 and she bit the wall.
So she headshotted it with her elbow. It's dead, is really what we're saying.
Does it die? She has no
Yes.
weapon.
It's okay.
So she's just like ripped it.
Yeah, she's
Jesus.
thumbed its eye sockets. You've seen it happen on The Walking Dead. Don't judge me. Which combat would you like to do next?
Now I'd like to do Shane, who has to do this guy.
Yes, I'd watch
Shane's
that.
melee is 1 white.
1 white against 1 red.
Yeah.
Blank again. Alan
2 and a
got
dead?
2 and a headshot. So he's getting pretty lucky this time. Would you like to do Carl, or would you like to go?
Yes, so now Carl, his melee is 1 red.
It's just a straight die roll. 1.
1.
So no headshot. So that walker can't be pushed away an inch.
No. So does Carl push back?
Carl gets pushed back an inch instead. So if there's a draw, because you can't end in base contact,
Yeah. Well, he is.
so he'd get pushed back as well.
Right.
Back to where you started from. So
Question, I should have asked earlier, what do the different dice colours mean?
reds are the basic, white are your intermediate,
So
and
it's-
blue are your
Yeah, it's
tough
just the
dice.
probability. So yeah, so there's more
Chance.
chances with a blue because they've got 3, a 2, a 2, a 1, a 1, a 2. A white has slightly less and a red has even fewer.
I believe white has your best chance of headshots, though.
So
Hasn't it
headshot
got
is an
2?
extra mark.
No,
Headshot.
I've got 1.
Oh, maybe
Blue's
I,
only-
maybe
blue's
I
got 2.
dreamt it.
That's it.
What's the yellow?
Yellow's your panic die.
Oh, actually blue's only got 1 on as well.
All of them got 1.
All of them
Scrap
have
that. That's a...
Anyway, it's my turn.
What's that called? False news.
1. Yeah, fake news.
Fake news, that's the one. Which of these combats would you like to do? Hartnell or Betty?
I'd like to see Betty because she's got Andrea shooting a gun right in her face.
Right, so
now.
Andrea has no bonuses as part of her skill when it comes to shooting melee, does it? It's just shooting. It'll tell you on the little write up at the bottom
No,
about her.
nothing about
Yeah,
melee.
so she would just get whatever is listed on your melee characteristic. 1 white, is it? Against the 1 red of the walker, you trying to get exclamation mark if possible. And Betty is gone, because I got a 1, you got 2 and a headshot. Right,
We're clearing out this.
now it's Hartnell versus Dale. Battle of the Legends.
And he's got a red.
It's a 2 and a bite.
0.
So,
Dale's been bit.
you would take, so it would always be whatever's on 1 die minus what you got. So you got nothing, so it's the straight dice. So you get 2, so you move your wounds tracker down by 2, and then you flip it over because you've been bitten. The only way you can stop that is if you have an amputation-based weapon. You can chop a limb off.
It's like an
No,
axe or something
no.
like that. Yeah.
And blowing it off is what helps.
Right.
Or bandages would.
No.
Are they only for pain? They're not. for
Yeah, they can
bites?
only increase the wounds, I don't
So
believe.
Yeah.
still together, or do they-
No, you lost, so you get pushed back an inch. It happens. Dale, he's a feisty old broad. He'll be fine. I believe that's how you describe females, but I'm about gender equality, so I'm describing every old person as a broad. Because I'm a 1920s gangster. So, now we're going to see if that walker stands up, because it's the end phase. He does. And we remove this to show that. Now, you need to take one of these and roll to see if the bite does a wound on you. We got a blank, so he takes 1 extra wound. So he's slowly ticking off. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a moment to collect our thoughts before we come back for turn 2.
Pray. You need a spectrometer.
So, welcome back. For those of you who are just watching this on the YouTube,
People
we
are
didn't
still
really go
with
anywhere. But yeah, we
Well done for
did.
watching this far.
We got coffees, we talked about inverted, peace signs, being bad, that kind of thing. It was nice. It was good times, good times. Shaving stegosauruses in people's legs. But yes, back to the game. William Hartnell, the walker, took a cheeky old bite out of Dale, and Dale's going to die. It's tragic, but old people.
After round 1, which is
It's unusual, but there's been
scarily
more shooting than
intense.
usual.
Yeah.
You don't mess with William Hartnell Zombie, I'm telling you, he's the man.
William Hartnell what?
Sorry, walker, because we don't know what that word means. Zombie is not a thing. However,
We have no Afro-Caribbean culture in this universe.
I don't know what you're saying. Bringing it back, it is the ladies' initiative.
It
So
certainly is.
you'll move first,
Okay.
Senorita. I'm just trying it out. It didn't work for me.
Now you said if I had a weapon, I can pass it to somebody else as long as I'm within
Oh.
the zone.
Yes, as an action.
Oh. Are you doing what I think you're... Oh, you clever little girl.
This is some
there.
raptor-based action there. Dale's gonna give his gun away.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Are
That's
you
what
not
I-
going to give him another gun, are you? Because he's about to die.
That's what I got, because he
That's
wants...
exactly what I thought you were going to do. Oh, what are you doing?
Not yet.
You're not going to give... Are you giving Andrea's gun to Amy?
No.
So whose gun are you giving to
I'm
him?
not giving anyone's gun to it. My plan is to go for the loot
Oh.
and get rid of the zombie.
You don't say zombie.
Sorry, Walker.
Although I object to the fact they call them walkers, because in the comics they call them roamers, but...
Well, I think... Certainly in the TV series that I've been watching, it depends on who they run into. They've all got different names.
Yes, this is true. Geeks,
Some call them biters.
biters, nibblers,
There was this
ticklers,
blood something or other.
horse
Blood
whisperers.
drinker or something weird.
I think horse whisperer was something different, actually.
The penis.
I think I was watching The Walking Dead and I fell asleep and I woke up and Horse Whisperer was on. It wasn't the same show. I did wonder. I watched it for an hour and I was like, where's the walkers?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad though.
I fell asleep watching Antiques Roadshow and woke up watching The Walking Dead and didn't notice the difference.
Yeah.
Lots of shambling older people.
But yes, anyway, back to what your plan
Okay.
is.
So, I can go and get the loot.
Not while those walkers are there, you can't.
You have to get him away.
Alright. So I can't just go that and then... Like,
You know what you
attack
could
thing.
do? You could move Dale, because Dale's going to die anyway, and shoot, and then they'd run towards Dale instantly. Like, I'm going to eat his face. I'm going to eat his face. That's mine. I'm going to eat Dale's face.
I would actually suggest you might want to consider doing what we thought you were thinking about doing.
Dale passes his gun away before he dies.
Yeah.
But I've got time yet. I've got like another 2 goals yet. Well,
Well,
theoretically. Like, then I've got
oh
3
right,
people
because
to
I was
move.
like, because he's on his last
Yeah,
health.
no, I've got
and
3
he's-
people to move, so I don't have to do Dale first. I can do somebody else first.
Don't, you're right.
I always like to do Dale that.
Of course you do.
Well, no. My thought on doing
That's what
Dale
Laurie said when
first
she
was
was
because
working
if
her way through
Dale...
the camp.
My thoughts on doing Dale first was if Dale was going to fire, it would bring the walkers straight away, which would leave the truck uncovered for grabbing the loot.
But the thing is going to be, if he fires in order to draw walkers to him, he won't then be able to pass his gun, and he will almost definitely die.
Oh, yeah, he's going to die, but I think I would risk...
I would actually...
At this point, if I chopped off the appendage,
You don't have an amputating style weapon.
are you hedging your bets that you might find one?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a gamble. That is a gamble.
Procter and Gamble.
I would possibly, suggestion, if you gave the gun to, say, Amy, then had him just make a noise to attract walkers rather than...
No,
the
because
shot.
one action would be to move, the other would be to hand it over.
Or what if she,
That was a sinister
what if she
noise.
went up to him,
And she stole the gun.
she took the gun from him,
Then she's going to be stood next to him when he calls loads of walkers.
but then if he moved himself in front of, between her and the walker, oh man, it's like trying to get the boat with the fox, the chicken, and the grain.
I've told you how to do that. Put the chicken inside the fox. Foxes are notoriously good at storing things.
Feed the grain to the chicken, feed the chicken to the fox, then carry the fox.
And then eat the fox when you get over the other side, and then you get all three
Have
in
a
your
nice,
stomach.
I love a fox sandwich while on a boat ride across a narrow stream.
Yeah.
Right. But at the end of the day, this is
It's
down
night.
to Master Stratego, Victoria. You've got this undefended loot as well if you wanted to,
yeah,
rather than
I've got
having to
that.
take these out.
Actually, that's a good plan, so I didn't do that.
There you go.
Okay.
It will attract big boy there.
Well, it depends what.
If you run, I say.
Andrea's within, I would say,
She within
yodeling
sneak
distance.
Within.
Easy.
Oh, she can sneak to it, probably. Yeah?
Yeah.
You can sneak up to that.
So, first action, Andrea's moving up. Second action, I'm assuming she's going to search the dewlap.
that. Do I take it or do
Keep
I...
it.
Yeah, you
on
put that
her.
on her card, because if she dies, like in a computer game, she explodes and all the...
Coins and everything.
Yeah. Ching, ching, ching. Oh, coins. And the item that you received from that...
One up.
Bandages.
Oh,
Discard this card as an action to restore 1 health point lost earlier in the game. But it's only to that character, or if she passed it to someone else.
I think
But
it might
really,
be too late to try and
yeah,
pass it to
it's
them.
like sticking a plaster over a gunshot wound, I think, at this point. Dale's got, they bit his nose off and one of his toes.
It would be very much sort of homeopathic.
Yeah.
Try and-
So that was
treat
her
it.
first actions.
Yeah.
She can call her mum or something while she waits. Albert?
Right, so my first action is going to be Carl.
Carl.
Don't need to really measure it, but he's sneaking up to this bin and he's going to rack through it. Oh no, what? What?
I'll let the people at home.
Is
Both
it a
of them.
lurker?
Not on this occasion, my...
Is it an empty box?
No.
What is it? Is it a bomb?
I will read it to you and you can guess what it is. The searching model suffers a range attack with 1 white, 1 red, and a blast keyword, then discard this card.
What?
It's a bosom trap.
Oh, jeez. Right, so...
Pass me over a white die, my young friend.
Yep.
And Carl will be defending with his defend hole.
1 red. It's not great.
2.
1.
He takes 1 damage.
Oh, God.
Thus proving, if you're a scrat and you go diving in bins, you're going to get blown up.
I don't think that's endemic. But okay.
No, that's exactly what happens. Every time. It's now
Alright.
you, my young friend.
So when does Dale die?
Well,
Potentially at the end of the turn, but because he's been bitten, he won't die, strictly speaking.
He'll come back.
He'll reanimate.
basically he's going to get his turn, which means he can do his movement, his shooting, his shouting or whatever. Then at the end of his turn, is it before or after the event, we then roll for bites? After the event,
Right at the end of the turn, yeah.
we'll do a roll. And if he gets a unsuccessful roll then, he's gone. He might get a successful roll and he might survive to
We've had
struggle
it.
through 1 more round.
Remember the time when Carl was bitten and you kept shooting at him?
Lucky hat.
And the mixture of his lucky hat and good rolling, and he stayed alive till the end of the
I
game.
was furious. I got shot him so many times. That bloody lucky hat. Anyway, we digress again.
Okay. So, you're saying what I should do is get the gun to Amy.
No. It's entirely up to you. No one's telling you what to do. And certainly don't take advice from me.
Yeah, what I tend to do is I listen to what Alan's plan is and I react.
Accordingly,
Yeah.
which is to do the opposite.
Yeah, usually.
You can gamble, Vicky. You do what you want.
I don't know, the one good thing is Dale's gun is a very good gun. The other thing is, if he was to shoot Hartnell at close range, it would pull these 2 walkers away, and they're pretty much going to be there for the rest of the game. Unless there's something that says move X amount of walkers in a direction of your choosing, in which case I'll choose them and I'll move them towards the nearest people. But otherwise, they're going to be there for most of the game because nobody's interacting with them. So it's whether the gun is worth the freedom. It's the juice worth the squeeze kind of scenario.
Yeah.
You've got a nice juicy orange. Would you eat it as it is, or do you want to squeeze that beast?
We're gonna shoot Hartnell, did you say?
Yeah, so the walker that's immediately in front, the one with bit, yeah.
We're gonna shoot him.
Are you going to marksman it? Two actions to do it, or do you have a plan for your second action?
We're just gonna do one.
Oh, you got a plan.
Remember, if something gets in base contact with you, you won't be able to do anything else within that.
Yeah, but the thing didn't work out that well the last time, so...
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Oh, yeah.
So it will be a shot.
Wait a minute, right. If she kills him, this will pull these into base contact though, wouldn't it?
Is it 6 inches away? You know, I don't understand 6 inches.
She is. He is not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain
So Red
Sweatpants
Boy-
is.
Captain Sweatpants. He's going to become in base contact even if she gets a successful headshot
She
on
could
him.
always move first.
Yes.
She could
No matter
just.
where I move, it's not going far enough away to not.
It would be far enough away to not be within the 6 inches.
So, are you wanting to sacrifice him, I think, is the question. you want to sacrifice him to pull the walkers away from the girls, or do you want him to try and get a weapon to the girls?
Just remember, girls are people too.
Following recent legislation.
How far can we get through there? We can run.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're all talking about Dale. She's still got to get a free gun.
If she runs, they get moved 6 inches as well, don't they?
One of them, the closest one, which will be Captain Sweatpants.
Okay.
We'll move into contact with him.
Oreos.
We're going to do that. We're going to run
Holla holla.
to here.
It's risky business.
One
I like
action.
it. Which would instantly pull the nearest walker a 6-incher. Boom.
Now you don't have a second action, so you can't batch. You're going to have to fight him off. Okay, right, there we go.
What did I just miss while I was singing Oreos?
So Amy ran over here,
Yeah.
and it drew him.
Sweatpants.
Yep,
Fair play.
there you go. So
Amy's tough.
my
I saw her do a press up once.
next
good.
one is...
Oh my god, Laurie survived. I forgot about that.
No, I'm so sad.
Maybe she's pregnant now with Shane's kid.
Let's see.
So you plan on going to get some loot with her? You
I am. I can
You want to
just
stuff
do
her full
that
of
in a,
goodness?
I can just do that in a sneak.
I can
just.
see that. I'm with you. I'm with
So
you.
she's ratcheting the boot of the car. Oh, what now?
For the person at home,
Oh,
do you want to take a guess what this card may be? It is a
oh,
lurker.
for God's sake. Right,
Seasonal beatings, my
let's do
friend.
this.
2 red against your 1 red.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen. Oh no!
1.
Firing blanks. You beat the walker to death with your own
Hooray.
insecurities.
Hooray! Hooray!
Huzzah!
Okay.
Fair maiden.
So now you've got Dale left, haven't you?
Just to check, if I shoot that walker,
Yeah. It wouldn't pull that one because it's already in combat.
Yeah.
But it would pull.
that one.
No, because
Herbert.
but he won't go into base contact because
No, he's too far away.
He'll move up to you, but when you do the kill zone, then he will move into base contact.
But yes, that is right. But I believe she has a plan that's
has
made
a plan.
of cheese.
Got a plan, stand, madame,
If you fall.
madam plan.
But anyway, we're digressing. Let us do what she intends to do.
Right, we are.
I can see.
I know.
I'm not the boss of yous.
Yes, you are. That's the point. That's why you can see and we can't. I don't like that face. Right.
I just got this image of them of her just keeping Dale alive, just finding bandage one after another and going bandage, bandage, and Dale just limping along to the end of the game, just like I've got 1 wound still, it's fine, it's just a flesh wound.
And if I want to get over there,
You could try jumping it. You use the black dice.
That's racist.
But it's an action, isn't it?
Yes.
It's also hilarious because we very rarely jump things. It gets a bit slapstick comedy.
I do like slapstick comedy though, so it's all good.
Until you get things like Spanish flea stuck in your head.
Jumping it isn't an action, by the way. No, it's part of the movement, remember? Standing up, hiding, searching, shooting, moving, holding your nerve, swapping an item, making noise, and a special action. Are all actions.
I like how you're now using that ruler as if you're in like the World War II war rooms and you're like moving that sort of.
Oh, I need a Winston Churchill walker now.
You do. You could run. You could run.
I could, but is that actually going to do me any good? It's not really. The way I run, I'm going to hit a load of zombie walkers.
Well, if you ran over this way, it won't attract him, because...
No, he'll inch around it.
Oh, will he?
Because he's up against it. And the rules, if you're away from it, you walk into it. If you're against it, you shimmy around.
And I just explained that myself earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Throw the gun.
It's not a game, nothing.
No, but if he dies, he'll drop the gun anyway, won't he?
Nope.
No, the gun would just be lost
Just
to time.
dissolves.
Alright, okay.
Rusts away and dissolves into the ether.
Even if, say, Andrea died with her bandages, the treasure would drop, as in the token, but the bandages are just assumed to have been eaten with her. Nom, 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 nom. Tasty bandages.
Just out of range.
The walkers will eat the gun.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's not nice. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, this is...
We're just going to shoot him.
okay, go for it, because then that's going to at least pull him away. So
Are you using both actions or one action?
Might as well just use both, because I don't think
Like
I
your
think there's anything
style.
else to do with him, so.
One red
No
zoo.
guts, no glory, Vicky.
I'll just move the porta potty. It's
Two
a
white,
1.
2 red.
Yeah.
2 white, 2 red. Something about beds. I don't know. I don't watch
So I've got to
beds.
be one.
You've got to be
I've got one
one.
on all my dice.
No, you just need 1 at all. You need at least 1.
Well,
Plus, if you get any
You need to get a
exclamation
headshot. Anything else is just cricket.
marks- Oh, you got 2, 3, 4. So he's not down.
He's knocked down.
He's not killed.
So, first things first. The threatometer's moved up to 5. Fair maiden, measure 10 inches. This guy's going to 6-inch himself off. So he's at 7, so he'd stop an inch away from you. So he'd basically just cuddle Hartnell. And it's just that one walker, isn't it? You had lucky, kid. You had lucky, see.
Is it that way as well? Is it that way then as well?
No, it just moves from whoever did the shoesting. So, Sally Gunnell, it's you now.
Shane?
Shane Ritchie.
He will run to there. And that will draw. I believe the nearest one is him.
Yeah?
Shamble, 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 boosh. There we go.
It's JD. From Shades.
JD, yeah. Okay.
Right.
So now event.
Indeed. So, first things first. Is there combat afoot?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
If you're playing along at home, or while sat across from me, put your threatometer up to 6. Next,
Ding, 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 ding.
measure some kill zones. So, definitely, that one's a given. I don't think there's any more over there. Laurie's fine. Carl's the only one that's
Possible.
a potential.
Yep.
He's knocked out. He just... Hartnell's having a nap. Probably regenerate. Ooh, I should get them with loads of different people.
Yep, that's
Do you
pulled that one
do you
in.
reckon I could get a Troutman walker?
Of course you can. He already
Oh, a
looks like
Tom
a walker.
Baker walker? That'd be amazing with his scarf and everything. Oh, good times. Right, I already know what this event card is, because I'm a cheeky beast, and I perused.
Shocking.
The Herd
Oh.
is one of our faves. All quiet and low threat. We are still a low threat. The player with initiative,
Yep.
which is you, chooses a walker and moves it in a direction of their choice. All eligible walkers within 8 inches of that all gather round it.
So an eligible walker is any walker that isn't lying down.
Or in
Or
combat.
in base combat.
So you could pick, like, him, for instance, and move it across this way, and then any within 8 would bunch up that weren't in base.
Except him.
Yeah, because of the whole base business.
You don't have to move it the full 6. You can move it any distance you want.
No,
Is that not right?
no.
It has to be
Yes,
6.
moves in the direction they're choosing. A walker will always ponder as much as it can.
Okay. Right,
It's a shambling beast. He's not. So you'd choose a walker, and you'd move him his 6. Then all that within 8 get sucked to
From
him.
its final position, anything within 8 inches of where it finishes get drawn in.
It's beautiful
Vicky!
stuff.
You really hate Carl, don't you?
She does.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that.
So, Biker Mouse from Mars, measure 8 inches, definitely this guy. Henri, as he's known.
I want
That's
metal
the other one's in
walkers
it.
for
The other one's too
Maria.
far.
Yeah. It wasn't as good as it normally is, but that's because you scumbags have been killing my babies.
Yeah.
I don't
I know
mean
there's very
actually my
few.
babies.
Yeah.
Like,
That would be out of order.
I just want to stress that.
There are alive.
Right, so
You're
now
not alone.
it's the combat-y combat of combattle
We've
things.
got so few walkers on the table. At the
I
moment.
know it makes me so sad that I want to win.
Especially compared to the last time.
Ah, yes, it was a smorgasbord. You get to choose the order in which you would like the combat to occur. You can have Carl fight first, you can have Dale, or you can have Amy.
We'll have Amy fight first.
So, 1 red die for the walker.
You can put it on Amy's defense or melee. She
That's
doesn't
all
have
melee,
melee,
so
so
it's one red then.
Yeah, it's a 1. No bite though. So it's a draw. In the case of a draw, the human always wins. So Sweatpants gets pushed back an incher. Boom.
it means you can then rush that situation.
Which combat would you like to do next?
Carl's down there, yeah.
Carl.
Right, so
On your defense or your attack?
1 red melee.
Nothing.
Yes!
Carl!
He killed a walker. Why am I
Probably,
happy?
probably
Carl?
bored it to death.
Ah,
I like Carl actually derps. No,
And then
Dale
last
now.
one, Dale.
oh Dale.
Dale's 2 defense.
Are you defending or are you attacking, by the way? I got
Attack-
nothing.
If you defend, it means
You
can
can't
only
kill it,
survive.
you can
If
only
you
push
attack,
it away.
you can kill it.
We're going to go defense, so I've got more chances. I've got 2
Okay.
dice instead of 1, and then kind of like deal with it.
Yeah.
We'll do 1, and I have to get 2.
The okay. Yeah. Oh, say you would have
you
double
should've gone
killed
for
it. Incher.
Yeah, but it's something.
It's all good. So, no walkers are prone except Hartnell, so I'll roll him. Hartnell stays down. You need to take a black die. And you need to pray to the dice gods. Oh, it's not the end of the thing. Roll.
Oh!
Dale has taken time out of his busy being alive schedule, or schedule, to no longer be. So any equipment Dale is carrying is dead to us.
Yeah.
That walker now becomes mine.
Dale is dead first.
Yeah,
Who you choose? Which walker are you choosing to?
I'm leaving him as Dale.
Oh, it should be him.
No, I'm not putting yokel down.
But he looks like Dale. Just minus the hat.
It's a different hat. Walkers don't change hats, you know. It's like another walker walks past and goes, ooh, Trilby.
Citation needed. How do you know?
I have watched things and stuff and things. Anyway, we're going to take a short break there because I need to do a lunch at least. So anyway, we're back here for turn 3 so far.
Yeah.
Dale has become a walker.
Yes.
Carl is near invincible, and Laurie has, well, not got pregnant by someone, so that's new
Not yet.
that we know
In
of.
that car.
That's true. That's
There was
true.
a lurker.
We did take a pretty long break. She could be carrying a child now. But anyway, welcome back. It's now Albert's initiative again.
Yes.
I'm assuming he's starting by conceding because winning's quite scary for him.
Yeah, I'm
Never.
starting with Shane, and he's going to go and ratch through that loot before these guys arrive.
Yep, I'd just like to let everyone at home know the thermometer is still on 6.
Okay, what have I got?
No, it's emergency
Something good.
supplies.
Yay.
Immediately restore 1 health point lost earlier in the game. Like
nope.
Carl.
Oh.
Carl should have lost some energy.
Yeah, Carl lost a health point, but he's not
No.
within the range.
It's 6 incher, you're
Yeah.
right.
Do I
You,
not get that?
no, it's discarded afterwards, you buttery salmon.
Can I not keep it to use when I
No,
need
that's
it?
why it says discard this card.
Alright.
Immediately restore 1 health point lost
Don't
earlier
like
in the
your
game
attitude right now,
to the
mister.
searching model and all friendly survivor models within 6 inches. Discard this card.
Fine. Fine.
What you're going to do is your third action. You don't get one, you just come back.
I know I don't get one.
So you moved up. You haven't even moved.
I did.
Where?
Up to the loot.
But then we was there.
Yeah. My bad. Vicky.
Okay, we are also going to do some searching. Amy's going to search there.
Yeah.
Just bandages again. Just bandages. Would have been really good for Dale. I told you you're just going to stack up just hoard bandages like some crazy woman.
Pass them on to...
Did we? Oh, did you take the ones that were on the toilet
Yeah,
top?
I moved them because you shouted at me.
Bitch to you,
So
yeah.
that was 1 action, yeah?
Yeah, now she can do anything she
can
desires
move.
with a second. She can holla holla. She could.
She could try and reduce the threat.
And stay within walking range of Sweatpants.
Yeah,
Okay,
try and get
alright.
away.
I'm just saying options. They are options.
You look at that, you put on your portal gun t-shirt and you think you're all right. He is pretty cool.
In infinite universes, there must be one universe where I do win games.
I've been there, it's rubbish.
What? Just gonna make a run for it and run over here?
So we're gonna have to go this way and up, or you can try and jump the fence. But 4,
Yeah.
and then 4. It would pull the closest walker, which I think will probably be this one, Nicola, as she's known.
Do I get to move 10?
No, 8,
Oh,
4
yeah,
and
sorry,
8.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you reckon that's 6, Albert?
I think so, okay.
It's still the closest.
It's 6.
Shambly,
Oh, yeah.
shambly.
Oh, if that's what you were asking. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't looking. I was drinking my coffee.
Measure, see which one?
Yeah, that's closest for
Oh my god, she just ran away from him.
We're having a little like on-off romance going on, you know?
I like it.
Oh, I like how you look at it positively like that. And it's not just domestic violence.
I like it. It's like how people wrongly look at the Joker and Harley Quinn situation.
Oh, that's for a different...
You know it angers me.
That's
so
for another
much.
show. That's for another show. We're not getting into that right now.
It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna have Coral.
Carl, climb on the bin.
But no. He could. If he sneaks there, that's still gonna be kill zone for him. Most likely just him. Most likely.
Carl has a gun, doesn't he? I think he should just shoot biker guy.
No, because there's 3 of them.
I know, but Carl can take them. He's got a hat.
I think
But he hasn't got a hat yet because he hasn't met
he
Rick.
might be getting a bit too cocky. So maybe he does shoot.
Schlongy.
Maybe I get Carl to run up to where Shane is and then shoot at one of the walkers.
So you're going to run, thus pulling a guy across first, into Shane as a shield.
Yes!
You're a monster, I like it. I'll be back in a second. Don't cheat.
Cheat.
Can't believe I lost Dale.
Let's cheat.
That's what I get for being there.
Right, well, it's within 6, I don't really need to... Oh, wait, do we move first and then I do my shoot and then move them all?
No, it moves straight away. Hey,
Which means I can't shoot.
Could you have not got further behind Shane with the movement?
Let's think about this. So he was there, he was right next to there, he can run... Oh yeah, he could get onto the other side
Yeah,
of
because
Shane.
that's what you need to do. You need to have Shane in front of you as a blocker. Like a beat blocker. You guys! And then it would be,
Pull back to him, then he could try and shoot
Zachary Quinto.
her.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. She's stupid.
Yep, range is 12.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's easily 12, and that's a 10-inch ruler. Right, so his
Nout.
shoot is 2. Adds 1 red dice to ranged attack roll. If the attack rolls any exclamation marks, add a white to the attack as well. Jeez. Right, so 2 red to begin with. If I get any exclamation marks, I also get to throw roll a white as well.
He does know words, honestly. I got nothing.
Hubbada, 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 hubbada. 1. Man.
Well, knock it down.
Yeah.
Not literally, you monster. Too soon. Well, if he's going to slap
So,
you.
threat level's going up because I shot a gun.
Indeed, the thermometer to 7.
And then I need to pull in all within
Everyone
10
within
by
a
6. So both of those two move 6 forward.
You know that means they're going to hit Shane, doesn't it? Shane's going to fight 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Unless one actually does touch Carl's base.
Well, technically it would, because Carl is still within the 6.
I'm okay with that.
That one
I think it's what the
would-
fan wants to see.
That's in thing. Yeah, that's
Laurie
all of them.
basically acts like a walker. Pull her in as well. Autonomous imbecile. That
I'm
she
giving
is.
that to you.
It is now
I'll give it to you.
turn Lubric. So you have choices, options and choices. You could get Andrea. I'd say.
Loot in there.
Oh, there's loot in
there,
that.
and there's loot in there.
You've got a lot of loot choices actually.
But we've also got little sister kind of.
You could, yeah, so you could move close enough so that she's within the kill zone area and still ratch some loot.
No, you don't want to. The kill zone area only works for shooting anyway.
No.
You basically want to get her in for close combat. So
If Amy is within Andrew's kill zone, Amy picks a nerd 1 level higher than usual, and Andrew gains 1 dice to her defense.
Actually, well, that doesn't really. Oh yeah, to the defense. There you go. Sorry.
yeah,
The nerve level's not relevant just yet, but it will be soon.
But Andrea getting one to her defense doesn't mean anything. I was thinking you were getting her in combat so the two of them could fight the Walker together and save her.
No.
Look at Walker Dale. He's just chilling in the corner. Just like, I've still got the gun. Shout to my shoes. Just realised she could theoretically attempt to take the shot, but it's all down to the shield whether she'd make it or not. Otherwise, she could shoot Amy in the head. Remember when who was it you shot in the head?
I don't know.
Was it Sandra shot Derek in the head?
That's what I was thinking about
Crossbow.
doing.
I don't recall. Are you going to shoot me?
No.
There's a 50-50 chance.
Oh, right.
That would be a much better combat to shoot into if she was allowed to, though. But remember, she's trying not to kill you.
Damn it.
Hey!
Dag nabbit.
That's a small town in Budapest.
I think so.
No, not in Budapest, because Budapest itself is a city.
We're totally going to try and make that shot.
Transylvania.
Fair play, Zels. First thing you need to do is you need to roll a dice. Shield your target, blank Amy's head.
Oh, Amy's head.
Oh, what a monster! So, what's Amy's defense?
Amy's defense is 1 red die.
I'll roll that. You roll your shot as normal.
Amy's defense is just wishful thinking.
Do I have to do this as well?
Yep. You can't pull your punches.
Oh!
She's dead.
Holy biscuit barrel, Batman.
Oh,
She didn't get bitten though, so it's alright.
What?
She didn't get bitten though, so
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, it was a straight headshot, so...
hang on a minute. In the TV spot, she had to shoot her in the head.
She did. It's somewhat poetic justice. Her...
Spoiler.
Spoilers.
If you've
Her
not watched
loot
episode 2.
needs to be placed there.
Is it episode 2?
Just the... So, this is definitely unusual for our games, in that Alan pretty much got this one.
Hang on, do I not get a second action?
Yeah.
Shot your sister. What you want to do now? You've also attracted him from your shot.
Oh yeah, sorry. 8 for those following along at home. And anybody... Oh, now him as well, but he just hit the truck.
Anybody in?
10 inches would get pulled 6 inches.
So would he go to there?
Yeah, he'd hit the lamppost. What about these guys?
They're within 10 inches.
Within 10, so he'd pull back 6, hit the truck. What
You
about
can't.
Dale's
Okay.
out?
Dale's. Oh no, he's in 10.
So Dale would move. I would hit there. I would say they're all in combat. Oh my giddy salmon sack, Batman.
I know.
This is unforgiving. Like,
Look at my other move.
yeah, she does. To be fair to her. Callous way she just put her sister down like a dog,
Just run to there.
and then just ran there, which would pull sweatpants this way.
Is that it?
Yep.
You're a monster.
So, Gary Busey, are you going to try and get Laurie in on some of that combat to try and...
She's already finished moving.
No,
She opened.
no, because you
was that
started with
before?
Shane.
Ah.
Because she's only got 2 characters, remember? Or 1 now.
suppose.
Yeah, what?
Sam.
Yeah, I can move her here, so that way it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I
Yeah.
told you didn't like any of these characters.
This could still potentially end up with her winning somehow. You could
Well,
roll
yeah.
really badly.
It could do. Right. Who has initiative? You have?
No, you have initiative.
Do I?
First things first,
Event.
is there any combat afoot?
Oh yeah, a wee little bit.
The threat level has gone up to 89. The threat level's on 89, people. Medium threat. That's the kind
But
of...
the only person who had a low threat has just been shot in the face by her sister. So she's out.
She's a kill zone, bejewel zone. Other than that, I think we're all good in the hood. Let's check the event. This is a new one. We've never had this.
Oh.
If following along at home, the threat level is increased by 1 to 10. So, white die worth of walkers enter play from each table edge. Pass me a white die, people. Like this one I've got in my hand. Come on, big number. Big number for Gary.
0.
Yay!
Nothing
What would have
occurred.
occurred? What would have
Just
occurred?
however many
Oh,
walkers would
is
have
that
come on
it?
in each.
Oh, they don't then do something.
No, they just come in and...
Oh, there.
I still struggle with that because then they just hang around at the really edges of the
Unless you get ones like the herd and
birds. Yeah.
duck molester and things like that. So you have,
Quackers.
yeah, you have initiative. Which order would you like to combat the combatals?
Laurie first.
Laurie
against
versus
this one.
Skinflute.
Laurie's melee is 1.
Oh, you got lucky, kid.
0.
Oh, it's a draw. Laurie gets pushed away.
He's technically pushed.
He couldn't physically
But then
be
he's
pushed.
not allowed to stay in contact with any of the others. So
Well, at the end, we'll sort
oh,
that
right,
as
okay, we'll sort that
appropriate.
out. Okay, next will be Shane and
Against
Scrub's boy.
Blank again.
Mellow.
Oh, God.
Shane's mellow is mellow.
I am firing blanks today.
0.
So
also
you.
blank. So it wasn't his kit. And now
Carl.
which is 1 red.
Oh, yes. Bite his face off.
Oh no, he's
Carl
bit.
takes 2 damage and is also
1, 2.
bitterized.
He's onto his last bar of health.
This is what can only be described as a bloodbath.
But don't know if that
And
knows
I
and
had
stuff
one
now.
of those
He's
ones.
gonna. Oh yeah. Thanks, Becky.
Hey, wait. Let's see what sweatpants does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I can either melee or defend, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Melee will only. You can only kill him with a melee attack. With defense, it'll just push him away.
Hey, God.
We'll go with melee, come on. If we're going to die, might as well do this style. And everyone come out with like within 2 goals.
Hold on, Kev's just given himself a hernia. Did you reach that?
Blank.
2.
Pushed away, knocked down. Bonsoir. Lovely wondering.
Oh, pardon.
To the table of knocking down and Venus. Right, so let's see where we're at. First things first, let's see who stands up. Hartnell, he's on his feet. Sweatpants, feet.
Nicola?
Nicola, feet.
Ooh, did well that round.
Albert,
I'm not on the floor. Alright, okay.
let's see what biting does.
Come on, die.
Carl is fine. No lucky hat, but still all that. Yes, I did try and make a terrible rhyme there. So we're going to take a second just to compose ourselves, maybe do a lunge. Those who need the bathroom, go to the bathroom.
I need a bath.
That's you people at home as well. Don't hold it in on our account. So, welcome back. As we saw, Andrea has no qualms with shooting her sister in the face. She did do it on the TV show, spoiler.
Didn't even flinch.
No, she did not.
She just did it and then moved on.
Yeah, so it is now the next turn. I can't even remember what one would be turn 4, wouldn't we? You went, Vicky went, you went, Vicky went.
Vicky, it's your initiative.
Okay.
You've not got any family members to shoot left in the fridge?
No,
Wait a minute. No, those words were all over the place wrong. Don't shoot any family members in the fridge.
Only in the fridge. Do any other family members not in the fridge?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm just need to check that nobody switched my card. No, it's good. Right, what is your first course of action?
So our first course of action is to get Andrea over here.
We'd already pre-measured this, and
Had you?
yes,
This is while I was away.
while Alan was off
been plotting.
finding himself. I do believe it requires you to do a jump, though.
It does.
So you're definitely clear to here.
Yeah.
Roll an action die. You're looking for a shield.
What are you trying to do?
The fates have decided.
Yes!
Oh!
She slides over the bonnet. Boom! Which, as I recall, measured at here. Your next action, madame.
You shouldn't shoot him.
No, because she can't.
Oh, yeah.
Can't shoot at the
I know, but she shouldn't really have shot her sister either, but she still did.
But she could spin round and shoot this lady here, for instance, though.
If she tried to shoot one of these walkers, she would have to take the same test to see if she shot the walker or me.
No.
No?
No, it's only if you're in combat.
Ah, right,
But
got
there
you.
would be no benefit for her shooting those ones. She wants to shoot one that's going to get her.
shoot.
Because it would still cause mayhem, which would still pull walkers towards her until they hit the nearest target.
I'm wishing I hadn't gone to the bathroom before because I feel there's been some
On
plotting.
occasion, this was her idea. I just told her how she could pull
It
that
doesn't
idea
matter
off.
whose idea it was. It was the fact that it was formulated while I was away.
I would have formulated it while you were there, and you know I would.
Yeah.
The walker did well, actually. Defends me off.
That dice didn't really roll.
I got a
Oh.
Oh, so that walker is dead.
woo!
You also need to take an ammo roll, so roll another shield. And it's fine. If you roll a blank, you've shot your load.
Hang on.
Because you got a headshot, it also means that you potentially ran out of ammo. So
Oh,
you're
right,
rolling
okay.
to see whether you have shot your load in that particular gun. You want a shield to be fine. A blank means that you can't shoot your gun anymore and you have to turn it over.
Oh, right, okay.
She has shot her load. For those playing along at home, which is all of you,
Oh,
threatometer's up
I'm
to
playing
11.
Here. There we go, 11. I was so against this at first, but I'm hooked.
That's the thing, that's how we get you. I just want to do this now. Smack. What about you, Chubby? Come on. He like, oh, that's some H.H. Holmes based house in there. Now, these are the ones that we care about. Oh no, Shane. Oh no, little boy. Oh no, little boy.
Oh, a tear.
So yes, for those of you playing along at home, which is everyone, I don't know why you've like set up your board and you're playing it exact, but that's fine.
No, I...
I love that idea. What happened was, she fired a gun, it lured some walkers across, it basically has negated 2 of your models being able to do anything.
True.
The best thing you've got now is to throw Laurie in to split up the combat again, or to just send her on her way to, look for some pickled eggs or something. So it's your turn, sir. How would you like to proceed? It's the pickled egg thing, isn't it? Your threat level's at 11 if you do want to try and lower it at all.
Laurie is going to run
Ah, no, you're going to mess with Big Bubba.
over here.
Which pulls Big Bubba. The Big
She didn't see him. Oh, no.
How could you miss him? Look at him. He's got curves in all the right places.
And more.
Just turn it. There you go, so people can get a good look. Now that walker comes from a set from a game called Zombicide.
I've not played that one.
It's good. Oh, it's gosh darn good. But that's by the by.
Yeah.
So, you have no one else to move. You have no one else who can move. Is there combat afoot?
Yeah,
There is combat afoot.
So, up
Boom.
one.
Thermometer goes to 12. Now,
Killzone, he's going to squeeze his...
Chubby Bunny.
He's going to have to butter himself up a little bit to squeeze through that gap, but yeah.
Now, this is +1 to the threat level.
Hold on. Where's the Killzone?
Killzometer.
That one's in as well.
Ah, no. You nearly got away with it. You just hit Laurie.
Oh, yeah.
For those playing at home, this card puts the threatometer up to 13.
Oh.
We're 1 away, people. We're 1 away. The Hunger. It's a medium threat. Each player rolls 1 blue die and moves that many eligible walkers towards the nearest survivor. I believe you're going to screw one another over here as much as possible. Who has initiative?
I do.
The lady. She rolls first.
2.
You can move any 2 walkers who aren't in base contact as close as you can.
So
Within
You
6
can move
inches.
them 6 inches.
Yeah, you can move them
towards
their
any
normal
survivor.
6 inches towards the nearest survivor. So you can't, like...
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, however that walker is, the nearest survivor, it would hit the box. And then...
there's no others.
Oh, no, you can move any you want.
Oh, right, okay. Towards that turn.
Yeah, so you can move 1 more, which means, essentially, Alan doesn't need to roll, because there's only 1 walker still to move.
Would he hit the...
It would hit the truck.
that one?
Hartnell would be able to get to about...
Oh, you can only move 2, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what she said. Which one is she going to move?
Right.
Yeah, so normally you would roll, but it seems redundant because there's 1 model and the blue die doesn't get lower than 1. So you can move Hartnell.
Nowhere.
I mean, you still move him 6 inches closer.
Yeah, but okay.
Why are you rolling?
I know.
The lowest you can get is a 1. There's only 1 walker left. Don't blame me, because you 2 killed them all. When you weren't shooting each other in the
Now,
head.
the nearest to him is still my lorry.
But that's okay, because now it's closer. The nearest is probably still Laurie.
Okay.
Right. Combat. You have initiative. Which order would you like to do his combats in?
Alright, we're going to do Carl first.
Carl has 2,
2, so
which
that's
is 3 dice.
So 1 plus 2 is 3. Against his melee, which is 1 red.
3.
0.
So Carl takes 3 wounds.
Dead.
Carl is a walker. Bleh, and stuff and things. Now, Shane versus JD.
Yep, so that's Shane is...
One white against
white.
one red.
Yeah.
One. It's a draw. He can't be pushed back, so Shane gets pushed back. This combat over here.
2, so 3.
3 dice against Laurie's 1 red.
Yeah.
No bites though.
1.
She takes 1 wound, and she basically is in a walker sandwich, so they get pushed away.
He loves it.
So, yeah, that was... We had a death. It was a child, so I think we should take a moment to giggle at that.
Carl's dead.
Yeah, you're happy Carl's dead. You're not unhappy Carl's dead.
Let's not sort of beat around the bush here. I'm not writing anything in the newspapers
Let us not beat around your
about
bush.
how
This is true.
much of a selfless child he was.
Yes, so there's nobody with any bites at this stage.
No.
So I think, since that was such a quick round, we can move straight on to your next round, Al of Anne.
Go for it.
Oh yeah,
They need to
Carl's a
not be in
walker, so
contact.
they don't...
Oh, it does, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Carl's not alive, good sir. How would you like to proceed? Laurie can't pick up that item because
of
of...
thingamabob.
Yeah. Yeah, she might be able to get to the bin. I don't think so with a sneak, to be fair.
No, she certainly can't. She can run up to it. She's not going to be able to ratchet because it's going
But
to
that's
bring
going to
him
pull, yeah,
into base.
the curvilicious, crazy. Now,
Again.
From behind.
Up against the bins as
What
well.
is-
Classy.
what does Andrea want to do with her life?
Do you want to shoot
She
anyone
can
in the face?
move up and pick that one up because it's not
Oh,
in
she
a
hasn't
vehicle.
got a gun. Thank God she hasn't
She's
got a gun.
spent.
But that was just bandages, so that's still bandages.
No, that's nothing now, but it's a victory point.
Right.
So it's basically just there to tie you with Al of
token.
Anne.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a token. A token.
A token!
Yeah, it's one that isn't painted yet, so
Yeah.
it's a black token.
It, just
So it's nothing at the moment. That
No, it's just a
but
victory
it
point.
would be a victory point at the end because
Which Alan's currently 2-1, so he's pounding you hard.
So you want to pick it up so you can at least draw, and then if you can get another one before the end.
I don't think you should be insinuating that she can't draw anyway. You don't know.
I didn't mean
Can't I
to.
go
Sorry.
for the car?
No, because that walker's in base contact with the car.
But he was pushed back.
He's ratcheting it with his
He's
butt.
put back into the car.
Yeah, he's basically using his butt to
Now
search
he's
the door
pushed into the car, and now he's like, "I'm gonna look after this car. This is my car.
with my tushy.
This is my
He's basically twerking against it.
Chrysler."
So yeah, let's never picture that again.
Don't.
Ooh,
No.
let's have a look. What's that?
I hate your face.
Thanks,
Not yours, Vicky.
dickhead. Noblet.
Well harsh.
Yeah,
I meant his.
cum goblin.
Goblin.
Cum goblin, it's a real thing. Unless you're a kid watching at home, then it's a creature.
They prefer
We're going to go
little
over
people.
here. So I need to
Come-
do, we need to do another jump.
Are you
across the
gonna
car.
bound again?
Yeah, we're going to go across the car.
Come on then, Shania Twain.
So across the car.
Is it a run, by the
It's
way?
a run.
So regardless, there's going to be some walkage.
See what happens, or do you just bash your knee on the side of the car?
Damn it.
Oh no!
Bash your knee.
Shin splints. It'll be that one or that one. Will be the nearest.
That one I would have thought.
So, it's a 3-incher. It's exactly the same. So, who has initiative?
Me?
You get to pick which of the two. All right. So, because both are up against, whichever one would have got into combat anyway.
What do you have shimmied? Far enough to get around the whole car?
Easily. That's only an inch.
I guess. I don't
That's
know what
another
an
inch,
is.
and then that's
I always
yeah,
thought an
2
inch was bigger.
inches. That's just how you've been telling people. I swear that's an inch.
Okay.
Shane.
I've still got Shane, you're absolutely right. So...
His name is Shane. He'd eat your brain. He's got a friend who kisses girls on the bum.
So...
You know you could get sweet, sweet, unadulterated, unwashed revenge on her.
By shooting.
Yeah. So you could sneak as far as you can. Shoot that way, they would come. I mean, you're going to get some Hartnell action anyway. But, I mean, who doesn't want to tangle with Hartnell?
Yeah, but where would I have to be? Because if he shimmied round, he would hit me, not her. these guys would. What do they do when they hit another walker?
No, that they would move. Walkers are assumed that they just shimmy around.
They would then interact with the person that walker is
They'd
already
cluster.
interacting
Yeah, so they'd huddle.
I'm bloody well doing that.
I just love seeing the threat tracker go up, the threatometer.
To there. And then I'm going to take a shot at Carl.
You don't want to do that. You want to shoot at one of the ones that you're not trying to lure, like the ones that could attack you. Remember how I explained to the lady?
Oh, it's fine. I'll shoot Hartnell.
No, not my heart.
No.
Ah, I'm firing blanks
White,
as well.
White, red.
The old white, red. Don't shoot Hart. Hartnell has
He
passed
did.
away. You better believe he's going to regenerate
No.
though. So, first things first.
Threatometer up.
To 14. We're in a high threat level situation, people. There could be potential for pants cacking.
So
Laurie might. She could fill her duds right
he's
now.
shimmying around and hitting contact with me. He's shimmying around and hitting contact with me.
Yep. Those, as long as they're within 6, those three are high.
hits him, but he goes in with.
He would hit the wall. He would go straight.
But let's check the distance on the 6 from him.
Yeah. It's in. That's a thing. Daddy likes.
Showdown here.
Daddy likes extreme violence.
Hey.
Let us never ever talk. So, first things first. Is there combat afoot?
Oh yeah.
Threatometer people
15.
to 15.
And we don't do our nerve checks because that's at the beginning of rounds, isn't it?
That is correct when you activate that person.
Yeah.
This next card is absolutely useless. It's the hunger again. It does put the threat level up to 16 though. And then it's each player rolls a die, moves the nearest. There's only one walker, so I'm going to move him.
I like how we now have Andrea pointing the gun straight at Shane there.
Wow, 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 wow.
So hang on a minute.
Did they-
Gale Walker has a jetpack.
Well, you went 6 inches ish. 6 inches ish.
Ish.
Yes. So, that's the end of that. I think it's time to go to combat. You have initiative. Which combat would you like to do in which
Start
order?
with Laurie first.
So, Chunky still only gets 1 die.
One die for her melee,
It's a blank.
and it's a kill.
Oh my god,
Killed him.
she beat the curvaceous chap to death.
How did that happen?
She probably lured him with her feminine wiles and then boom.
Okay, let's now do. I
Boom.
want to do Andrea. I would like to action the combat for Andrea. So it's 1 + 2 + 3, so 3,
6.
4, 5, 6 red against your melee or defense.
2 red for defense.
Makes no sense to go for the 2 red if I'm going up against that.
It's up to you. If you want to try and kill.
No
But
guts,
you can only get 1 kill with 1 dice.
no guts, no glory,
could get-
Bambino.
But you can only get a push back with the red.
That's
You
all of that.
probably.
Yeah, you'd push them all back regardless if you manage to beat the 6 die. 1 second. Wow, 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 wow. Milady. So she got a 2. Good sir. Remove those clackalackers.
Yeah.
So these 2 are discarded.
Yep.
There with them. She's bitten and she takes 5 wounds.
I'm dead.
Andrea is now a walker. Andrea
Yay!
spills her seed.
Does that mean her as a walker is now. No,
Part of
she's
that
not.
combat. So we're now going to do your 3-on-1 situation here. Good sir.
So, no, it's a 2-on-1 because that one was on him. Or is he fighting.
No, 3 die.
Oh,
So they
right,
get
okay.
3 die on 1.
Right, so.
Because you only get 1 white.
His
don't
melee
you?
is 1 white, yeah?
See. Aww.
Yay!
As good as a spud in a put.
Nice.
You are defecating about my chest hole. So one's knocked down and one's killed. Have you got an order?
I would like to kill that one and knock down that one.
I love sweatpants. Yes. Serve me well. And I'm going to push you an inch.
So, yeah, I just moved the guys. So, just to say, there was that one there, that one was there. I killed this one because I wanted them to try and get access to that.
It's okay. You don't need
And
to
he was-
justify yourself to
I'm not
us.
justifying to anyone.
He's
I'm,
justifying, isn't he?
don't say
Right.
it like.
So, Milady has snuffed it.
Yes.
You, good sir, have, by that token, won.
Yay, that's unusual.
Yes, it is.
Never happened before.
It's a beautiful, beautiful moment. So I'm just going to slide around, observe. No, so.
Hurrah! Oh. Never mind. Hooroo!
So, in terms of actual game,
Yeah.
Shane and Laurie survived. In terms of narrative play, what looked like Carl had been bitten
We
was
may have to
actually not.
retcon.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. It's all good.
Awesome. We're not doing like the same as last week, where it's like Carl not Carl and Shane not Shane,
No.
unless they win.
On this occasion, this was how these guys meet. So, it's probably more likely happened is Carl got taken down by a big herd, and it looked like he'd been bitten, but in actual fact, he managed to roll under the car
Yep.
and get away. He's smooth like that.
Yeah.
Dale, it looked like he'd been bitten, but in actual fact,
Fell down a hole.
no, he just skedaddled off the board and hid in his camper van.
Okay.
But a Dale-esque walker wandered
No.
past at the same time.
But Amy's dead.
Oh no, Amy's dead. Yeah. No. It's, her sister pretended to shoot her to draw the walkers across, while Amy hid under the same car as Carl. What happened under there is purely speculation, but Carl is claiming to no longer be a V.
Oh my
That's all I'm
goodness.
saying. That's all I'm saying. And Andrea, well, she's just a boss. So even though it looked like she was surrounded by walkers, I think she probably decapitated them all.
She's not under that same car with everyone else.
No,
It's pretty
that would be
crowded
weird.
under there.
They're sisters, you sicko.
Not everything that happens under a car is sexual.
You've obviously never been under a car.
You've never been to a mechanic's.
This is true. What I'm telling you is that they're all still alive. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
You have.
Cut to 3 weeks ago.
How do you like that?
But no, I quite enjoyed that. It was fun to watch two people play that aren't me.
I've not seen it play out like that before.
It was brutal. I think for the first time ever, we're going to have to put a notice up saying many walkers were harmed in the making of this game. How did you? It was Vicky's first game. Let's see how Vicky found it.
I really enjoyed it actually.
The term people use quite often is fine. You say, how did you enjoy it? It was fine.
No, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was good. It's definitely one I want to get some more action in.
Especially like shooting Amy in the head.
One good thing about the game is it gives you the narrative, and we have the books to do so, to create your own characters and such. And there are online, there is companies that have made other characters from the TV show. So we can introduce characters like your,
Yeah.
like your, Daryl's, and your Merles, and your
I don't like Mel.
Shaniquas. That's not a real character from the show, I think. I just want to get my Ezekiel. I need to get my tiger on as well.
One of the things I would like to sort of...
I love
Jesus isn't in
Jeebus.
this. One of the things I would like
He
to
has a model.
hear
Well,
from
actually, he
you,
doesn't have a
Vicky,
model yet, but he
is,
will.
firstly, how easy do you think the mechanics were to pick up? And secondly, is there anything that you thought didn't work?
It was really easy to pick up actually.
Yep.
I probably won the shot first deal. I might have moved him, but never mind.
Well, that was more of a strategy thing, and yeah, I completely agree. And I've done plenty ridiculous sort
And
of
if it was nice
hindsight
out,
things.
I would be fine.
But is there anything about how the game works that you didn't, or you weren't keen on?
I don't think so.
No? Cool.
I said I'm particularly harsh on Mantic quite a lot, but I think they absolutely knocked out the park with this game.
Yeah.
But I think for now we'll leave it there because this was a long one. We've had 2 weeks of very long videos due to the fact that there's a lot more explaining and stuff. Next week we're revisiting Rick as he takes off on his highway-based adventures to find his family.
He's on that horse.
He's getting back on that horse. No, but no, I really enjoyed this. It was nice to again be in a more watching role, be able to advise and that kind of thing. And it's always nice to bring new people into the videos because it does look like there's just you and I and we have no friends.
Thanks for joining us, Vicky.
So, yeah, as always, break the dice, guys. Hope they smile upon you and take care.
Bye.